Hi, my name is Alex. I belong to a rich family. So, me and my dad are running several businesses in our hometown. I had a very rough childhood because I lost my mom when I was only 5 years old. So, after that, my dad started to marry many women who is much younger than him. But most of them married him only for his money. So, after my mom died due to cancer, he never got the love he needs in his life. So, he was very sad because he married 4 women after my mom, but all of them cheated my dad. So, my dad got addicted to drugs after that. So, after seeing my dad's behavior, I overtook all his businesses when I was only 21 years. So, I concentrated only on businesses for 8 years. So, after that, I decided to get married. So, I started to date so many girls. In the dating list, one girl got my attention a lot. But the problem with her is her family background, because she is not coming from the wealthy family like me. But I liked her so much, so we dated for 3 years. To be honest, that was the happiest time that I ever had in this earth. So I even waited for the good time to propose her for marriage. But one day, while I was making dinner for us in the kitchen, my girlfriend was in the shower. At that time, she got the text from the guy named Sexy Ace John. I didn't read the whole text, but after seeing that name in her mobile, my whole world fell apart. And I thought I was betrayed by her, like my stepmoms did to my father. But I never confronted her about the text. But after seeing the text, all the love I had for her in my heart was gone. So I decided that she was not worth the hurt. So we made love several times that night. With the text in my mind that I will never see her again, I ghosted her afterwards. But she kept texting and calling me several times for almost a month, asking if she did something wrong at first. Then if I was alright, then she went to see my friend to ask him. So my friend told her that I was alright. So he called me after that and said, "I think you are going to miss this girl." But I never heard his words and didn't tell anyone about the reason for my breakup. But after my ex-girlfriend heard that I was alright, she never texted me again and understood that I ghosted her. At the time, to be honest, I laughed inside me for doing all these things to her, because I thought she is a cheater like my dad's wives. So I started to seeing a current girlfriend after a few weeks later. She was a mutual friend to both my ex-girlfriend and me. To be honest, my current girlfriend always hated my ex-girlfriend because my girlfriend is far more richer than my ex-girlfriend. So after she heard that we had broken up, she was there for me and the feelings developed. And she is the only one I told the reason why I broke it off with my ex-girlfriend. So we got engaged about a year later, and my new girlfriend was accepted by my whole family. And one day my girlfriend invited me for her friend's marriage. I was reluctant to go, but my girlfriend insisted because she wanted the whole world to know that we were engaged. So I decided to attend her friend's wedding. But surprisingly, I met my ex-girlfriend there, and she was already drunk when she saw me. So she came towards me and said, "Hey Alex, hope you are doing great without me. But you know one thing? I crowned you as a king in my heart, but you destroyed that heart by breaking up with me." After that, she went upstairs. She was with her girlfriends and she looked just stunning. She looked very happy too. So I was also very happy after seeing her like this. My new girlfriend and I decided to leave earlier, so I was trying to find the bride to say goodnight. And at that time, I heard the conversation between the bride and my ex-girlfriend. So the bride asked my ex-girlfriend, "Elsa, are you seeing anyone now?" So she replied, "Yeah, I was dating one person for a month and tomorrow I'm going to cut my celibacy short with him." So the bride asked her if I was her last, and my ex-girlfriend said yes. It's been 1 year and 2 months since she had someone. So after that, they laughed and started to talk about the guy that she was dating now. So I never confronted them And I just left silent by thinking, what about John? And why she is hiding the truth? These kind of questions killed my sleep that night. So the next day morning, me and my new girlfriend left the wedding earlier as planned to attend the inauguration function of my business. But even after a week, I could not sleep well and always thinking about what I heard at that night. So after a week, I called the bride and asked her if she knew Sexy Ace John. She laughed and said it was a guy who did a bunch of painting in her house. She said that he was weird and he always talked about his ace being sexy. So they gave him the name Sexy Ace. So after knowing this, I started to cry and asked her, is he did any other works in my ex-girlfriend's house? Because now I remembering my ex-girlfriend talking about wanting to have some repainting in bedroom. And the bride said yes. After knowing this, I started to hate myself for my actions. So after knowing this truth, I called my ex-girlfriend, but she didn't answer my calls. So I went to see her at the apartment. So I called her apartment instead. So she was shocked to hear my voice and told me that I should go, but I insisted on seeing her. So she came down and she was pissed, but I asked her about the John and she said it was the handyman who did some work on her apartment. So I told her that I didn't know that until now. So I thought she was cheating on me. She just looked at me like, why are you telling this to me now? So I told her that I was sorry for what I did and that I wanted to talk to her to ask for forgiveness. She started crying and talking about how I threw her out, like she was a dirt on my shoes, without even giving her the dignity of confronting her. If you really thought I cheated you, why you didn't at least try to yell at me, berate me and ask why? Now I had nothing more to say. So please go to your home now. But I begged her to meet me for breakfast tomorrow, but she refused my invite and congratulated me on my engagement. So after that, I left her. So after reaching my home, I asked my current girlfriend, do you know about John the handyman? She said, yeah, I know him. But she didn't make the connection to the story I told her about my ex-girlfriend cheating. That's when I felt the loss of my loved one inside my heart. The guilt started to kill me after that, and it took me almost 6 months to come out of that issue. And after that, I went to New York to expand my business. So I spent 2 years in New York to build my own brand. So my business helped me a lot to come out from the guilty feeling. So now after 2 years, now me and my current girlfriend are planning to get married. And this time, her friend invited us for the birthday party of our son. So I was very happy for getting invited because I'm going to see the face of my ex-girlfriend after 2 years. So me and my girlfriend attended that party, and at the party I saw my ex-girlfriend and said hi. But she didn't waste her time by talking with me. So I became sad and my girlfriend started to tease my ex-girlfriend in front of her friends. My girlfriend once saw my ex-girlfriend and laughed like a deranged hag and said, you have put a lot of weight. So my ex-girlfriend just got up and said, I see that you are as pleasant as ever. Ex-girlfriend was pregnant and fair gone. My girlfriend was pink in the face when she saw the belly. After that, she ghosted her at the party, and my ex-girlfriend kissed the hostess goodbye and said she better start to walking home earlier before it got too dark. So I went after her to apologize. But she said it was okay, so I congratulated her and asked about her baby. So she said she is due in December. When she said the word she, I could not hold back my tears because I remembered us lying in bed talking about our future for hours, me telling her I wanted a daughter with her girls, and she saying, poor girl, you don't want her waking up at 5 when she is in high school just to straighten her hair. It felt like it happened yesterday, but it all happened a million years ago. So I wiped my eyes and said final goodbye to her. But after that, I started to pick a fight with my current girlfriend for her rude behavior in the birthday party. She said, "Why are you picking the fight with me? Is it because of that witch? Are you going to cheat me with her?" After hearing this, I got pissed off and I called off our engagement after that. Now my friends, her family and my family and everyone is angry at me, and now my girlfriend is calling me as a cheater.